in this, you've got charcoal, you've got green, you've got brown, you've got yellow, you've got blue. There's just everything in there. But from a distance, it appears to be this really clean, really sharp, solid color. So it allows for it to be worn in lots of different scenarios and change with that as well. We went for a softer shoulder. And the reason for that, I think it kind of leans into the more comfortable side of things. Traditionally, many years ago, most people were wearing very structured shoulders, but we know from experience of pieces that you've had in the past, you like a softer shoulder. And I think when you wear the jacket separately, it means that it's a piece that can be worn less formally, which is, you know, hugely beneficial. Through to the lapels, which typically the right sort of width that I think, you know, 10, 15 years from now are still going to look fashionable, still going to look contemporary because it's a good width. It's not too big, the way you're sort of limiting yourself, and not too slim that it's, again, limiting. And we opted for a slightly lower gorge, which is where the collar is slightly longer. We bring the lapel down, a nod to heritage classic tailoring. The buttonhole as well is tonal, which I think is a sensible choice. My preference tends to be that nothing shouts too loud. We want to take a holistic view of the piece. And the fit itself, we wanted something that was going to be comfortable but flattering to your silhouette. So we often cut it slightly closer horizontally, but the other way, a little bit more depth. So, you know, after a few beers and a full meal, you're going to feel comfortable through that as well. And because the fabric is softer, it kind of flows, but because of the weight, it has that structure and robustness, so it's not collapsing in on itself. And flannel, which is ultimately what the cloth is a timeless cloth. You know, it's been around for a long time, and the recipe for this probably hasn't changed for over 100 years, because it's one of those, if you've got something working as you need it to, why change it? I think one of my favorite parts of your outfit, which you've kind of welcomed with open arms, a lot of clients will kind of be a bit hesitant, certainly with the first 2-3 suits, high-waisted trousers. For me, absolute game changer. I mean, I can't ever imagine myself looking back, but when we were taking the photos of you with your trousers sat where they were, the line of the trousers was beautiful, and the braces, you know, the practicality element of the braces alone, I think, because the trousers are then hanging from the shoulder as opposed to the waist, they just sit beautifully.
The suit isn't modern or old school, it's kind of hopefully timeless in the way you've designed it.
And it's about longevity and talking about sort of why people invest. You know, you invest in these pieces for that, for longevity, for being used for many years ahead and still looking and feeling great in it.